He does great work. But when he's on the football field, he's also incredibly tough, a great teammate. And Kirby Smart has said there's nothing bad about Ladd McConkey as a Georgia Bulldog.
Think about in high school. He was running back. He was a defensive back. He was a punt returner. He was a punter.
Athlete.
Yeah, just did everything. But him coming back, they attacked the middle of the field. And one thing about the defense that he's facing today with Ole Miss, it's going to be a great challenge because of the way Pete Golding, who has been at Alabama, has taken over this Ole Miss defense. And he doesn't have the massive humans that Alabama has up front. So what he's done to compensate for that, he goes back to his roots at smaller schools, a lot of movement, twists, stunts. They try to affect the communication of the offensive line. Georgia knows that. They've done a lot of work to try to handle that movement. But that is kind of a matchup that I would be concerned about if I were Georgia. Is sometimes you get all that stunt and that movement, it's going to slip and get penetration, and they're going to get in the backfield. They're great at sacks and tackles for loss. Other times it can create a massive hole, and you can crease them for a big play.
No, you're right about that. I want to go back to McConkey because I've been watching a lot of film on him. And to me, he's just like a football player.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the background that you gave, like the multiple
everything.
positions he played in high school, but it just comes out at you when you watch him. He's tough, dependable, reliable, precise route runner. Like, I just love what he brings to the offense. And he's the guy now, when you match him with Brock Bowers comes back, who's the ultimate weapon, this offense is going to be hell to deal with when Brock comes back and you match him with McConkey, bro.
And Carson's playing his best football.
Yeah, because of McConkey, bro.
Yeah, well, and then when Bowers is out, McConkey comes back. They haven't been on the same field.
Exactly.
They've never had all their pieces together.
Right. So
and once they put it all together, it'd be fun to watch.
Which makes me say
we expect they're going to be a lot closer to all those pieces tonight.
Carson Beck plus 1,200 right now to be the Heisman. He's about to have his weapons back.
And Coughlin told me what that means. The whole plus 1,200 thing. He broke it down for me. My guy.
That's a good thing.
That's great.
That's a good thing.
Well, Georgia is back-to-back national champions, but the number one team in the country, Ohio State, taking on Michigan State, and it has been a difficult season for Sparty, but it was on a day, much like the one we have here in Athens back in 2015, that Michigan State came in, top 10 battle, Braxton Miller.
This is probably Urban Meyer's best team. And they got beat.
And worst loss.
Worst loss, yeah.
They did.
Zeke Elliott didn't touch the football.
I didn't understand. I was watching, why is it
Michigan State playing a quarterback, Tyler O'Connor, that it really hadn't played much and came down to this kick.
Michael Geiger
from Columbus.
Yep, and this is why I put the windmill on him.
Cedric Irvin in 1998.
That's my dude. Swerving Irvin.
0% chance and they upset Ohio State.
My guy, Swerving Irvin.
Yeah, he's a good player.
17-14. But since then, Ohio State's beaten them 7 straight by an average of 30 points. Is that what happens today?
Yeah, I think it's big. One thing Michigan State has struggled with, a couple things. Turnovers has been a problem. Although the last few weeks they are +4, so that's been better for them. Their defense is creating turnovers, but they've given up a lot of big plays through the air. Could this be a game that Kyle McCord has big games? Marvin Harrison keeps trying to build confidence as he gets ready for the big showdown in Ann Arbor in a couple weeks.
They're chanting overrated behind us because Georgia's ranked number 2, obviously, and Ohio State's ranked number 1, even though they've won back-to-back national championships. And I think the thing about this Ohio State team is a different Ohio State team than it was last year. Their defense is what is carrying the entire team
Second year in the system.
Yeah, number 2 scoring defense in the country. They're top 5 in basically every single statistic that matters when it comes to defensive football. And then you pair that with Travion Henderson, who has come back. In the last 2 weeks, he's had 415 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think it's going to be one where Ohio State's hunting a shutout, and I don't think Michigan State's going to be on the field much at all.
Yeah, this is one where I look at the rundown, I'm like, what is there to say about this game? I mean, I think it's going to be a lopsided game. I do believe if McCord, if he throws interceptions, the one thing you do not want to do against Michigan State is to turn the ball over and give these guys confidence, because they just start to, they take that confidence and they turn to a different team. They need to make sure they don't turn the ball over, don't do anything stupid. Just play clean football. The Buckeyes should be okay.
Buckeyes, they've got the best resume. But now Georgia's having the opportunity to build its resume over the last couple of weeks and certainly going forward to next week. How Ohio State plays might impact whether they keep that 1 beside their name next week when the college football playoff rankings come out, assuming that the Dogs get past Hotty Toddy.